Hello, we now know the deciding teams for the knockout stages of the Champions League that was decided today there. So from Group A, got PSG and Real Madrid. They're already guaranteed to qualify to go through regardless of what happened in today's results there, with PSG defeating Galatasaray 5-0 and Real Madrid getting a comfortable 3-1 victory over Club Brugge. Same with Group B there, Bayern Munich and Tottenham qualifying quite comfortably over Olympiacos and Slavia Prague. But meanwhile in Group C, Manchester City really qualified, but the second spot one was up for grabs there between Atalanta, Shakhtar Donetsk and Dinamo Zagreb. Atalanta getting the second spot there with a 3-0 win away from home and Shakhtar, and had to rely on Zagreb on losing, or even drawing would have been enough, against Manchester City. So Zagreb did have a chance to qualify if they happened to win, but didn't happen. They started off well with scoring the first goal, but then Manchester City scored the next four, including a hat-trick in the game as well. And Group D, Juventus and Atletico Madrid qualifying. Atletico Madrid confirming things with a 2-0 win over Lokomotiv Moscow. Bayer Leverkusen would have had the opportunity to qualify instead. Atletico Madrid slipped up and lost the match there, but they ended up losing 2-0 to Juventus anyway. In Group E, it was Liverpool and Napoli that qualified. Liverpool getting the job done with a 2-0 win away from home against Red Bull Salzburg. If they lost the game, then they could have been out of the tournament, so that would have been something. And Napoli getting the second spot, a 4-0 win over Genk. Could have gone top of the group if Liverpool happened to slip up in their game. But interestingly, it was Ancelotti that got sacked after the match there for Napoli and replaced by a Gatso appointment. Very strange decision, sacking a coach after such a convincing victory. You think they should have really done it after their last Serie A match, because they're really struggling in the league in Italy. Then they could have done that, brought in a new coach for this match, because anyone would have been able to beat Genk anyway. So then it's just business as usual. But I mean, just to say like, yay, we won 4-0 knockout stages, okay, second place, whatever, and then like, oh yep, you're set. It's just sort of bizarre, sort of the timing. In Group F there was Barcelona and Dortmund that qualified. Barcelona really doing so, but a victory 2-1 over Inter Milan meant that Inter Milan failed to qualify, and it was Dortmund with their 2-1 win over Slavia Praha that qualified ahead of them. So Inter Milan will have to play in the Europa League now as the third place team. And Group G, the weakest team of the lot, with Leipzig, Lyon, Benfica and Zenit, was very close there. Leipzig already securing things, got a 2-2 draw against Lyon after being 2-0 in front. The draw for Lyon was enough to sneak ahead of Benfica and Zenit by the 1 point. Zenit losing to Benfica 3-0, but if Leipzig was able to win that match there, then they will somehow manage to finish ahead of the other teams due to head-to-head record and goal difference and things like that, with the same number of points. And then in my group, Group H, with Chelsea, we managed to qualify with Valencia over Ajax there, 11-10 to 1 point for Lille there. Valencia with a 1-0 win against Ajax there away from home, so good job to them. They managed to finish top of the group somehow. And Chelsea, we got a 2-1 victory over Lille as we also qualified. So Ajax will have to play in the Europa League now after getting all the way to the semi-finals of the Champions League last season. Was probably one of the biggest talking points of the competition so far. Otherwise, all the other favourites to go through, you would expect, have done so. There's a few other closer teams there which could have gone to anyone, but all the major teams have qualified and not choked up so far. So who will the teams play in the next stage will be decided coming up in a week's time. So it'll be top team playing against the second place teams, and no country or no team will play another team from the same country as well too. So I mean, for example, Liverpool, the Champions League winners, will play against possibly either Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, not Tottenham because they're from England as well too. That was the Champions League final, so they could still be set up again for this year somehow. Got Atalanta, Dortmund, and Lyon, and not Chelsea, as also from England there. So that's the possibilities for my team Chelsea. Hopefully we get Leipzig in the next round, all random otherwise. Leipzig being the top team from Group G will probably be the weakest team that's left, as well as Lyon. Otherwise it will be a very tough challenge against the likes of PSG, Juventus, Bayern Munich, Barcelona as the other possibilities there. So let me know your thoughts and predictions on who you think will end up winning this Champions League. How far do you think my team Chelsea will go? And anything else you want to add, I'll reply to all comments. So thank you very much for tuning in and listening to this video, and if you enjoy it, make sure you hit the like button, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe.